Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you are in the world. My name is Mr. Jason, and today I have a read aloud for you. Well, first and foremost, welcome back. It's been a while. Mr. Jason had to take some time off to get some more stories ready. And boy, do I have some great stories for you. Today's story is Polar Bear, What Do You Hear? By Bill Martin Jr., illustrated by Eric Carle. Polar Bear, What Do You Hear? Isn't the only story that these two have collaborated on. Can you think of another story that Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle have worked on together? That's right! Brown Bear, What Do You See? Which is a book that we've read. So go back and check it out. Now, do you know the other book that they've collaborated on? That's right! Panda Bear, What Do You See? 3 classics. We'll have that third installment as one of our later stories. I have a quick question for you. Well, I have another quick question for you. What do we use to hear with? I'll give you a moment to think about it. That's right, our ears. Can you point to your ears? How many ears do you have? That's right, 2. 2 ears to hear with. Polar Bear, What Do You Hear? Is a rhyming book. So keep your eyes and your ears open for those rhyming pairs. And don't worry, I'm going to make it a little easier for you by underlining those rhyming pairs, just so they're a little easier to identify. Now that we have all that out of the way, let's get into our story. Oh, I almost forgot the biggest news ever. While we were away, we reached our 400th subscriber. That's right, you guys did it. You guys helped me get to 400 subscribers. Well, really 450 now, but you guys did it. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for everything you've done for this channel. I couldn't have done it without you. So thank you for that. Stay tuned to the end of the story, just like you would for those Marvel movies, because I want to share with you how to be entered in the Mr. Jason's Library book giveaway. For those who don't know, for every 100th subscriber I reach, I give away one of our stories. Now, I'm still waiting on my 200th and 300th subscriber winners, Sylvia and Keisha. If you're out there, I got your books ready for you. All I need is just a little information from you. So whenever you get a chance, shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook, or even email me, and I'll get those to you as soon as possible. So now, without any further ado, we're going to get into our story. Polar Bear, What Do You Hear? Written by Bill Martin Jr. and illustrated by Eric Carle. And read aloud to Mr. Jason.
Polar Bear, What Do You Hear? Written by Bill Martin Jr., illustrated by Eric Carle. Polar Bear, What Do You Hear?
I hear a lion roaring in my ear.
Lion, What do you hear?
I hear a hippopotamus snorting in my ear.
Hippopotamus, What do you hear?
I hear a flamingo fluting in my ear.
Flamingo, What do you hear?
I hear a zebra braying in my ear.
Zebra, What do you hear?
I hear a boa constrictor hissing in my ear.
Boa constrictor, What do you hear?
I hear an elephant trumpeting in my ear.
Elephant, elephant, what do you hear?
I hear a leopard snarling in my ear.
Leopard, leopard, what do you hear? I hear a peacock yelping in my ear. Peacock, peacock, what do you hear?
I hear a walrus bellowing in my ear.
Walrus, walrus, what do you hear? I hear a zookeeper whistling in my ear. Zookeeper, zookeeper, what do you hear?
I hear children growling like a polar bear, roaring like a lion, snorting like a hippopotamus, fluting like a flamingo, braying like a zebra, hissing like a boa constrictor, trumpeting like an elephant, snarling like a leopard, yelping like a peacock, and bellowing like a walrus. That's what I hear.
Wasn't that an exciting story? I hope you were listening for those rhyming words and had an opportunity to write them down if you can. That story never gets old. Now, how many of those sounds do you think you can make? Go ahead, let me hear your growl. Well, that's pretty good, pretty good. Let me hear your yelp. Okay, all right. Now let me hear your snarl. Ooh, that's pretty scary. Any animal of the jungle would be afraid of that, for sure. Thank you so much for joining me for another story. I had a blast reading with you, as I always do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Oh, also remember, stay to the end so that you can see how to be entered to our Mr. Jason's library book giveaway. Thank you again for joining me, and I can't wait to read again with you soon. And don't forget, keep reading.